Another cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Come on. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Viking 18. 3.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Bust through the tackle. Room here to run. The 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Go! 19 tight. Warriors 70.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Jets at 2-6 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll run with Hall. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
60. Trap 60, trap 60. Mustang 19.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And check down, complete to Hall. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Jets! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now Murray off play action. And that's going to be incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance, because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. That's caught. Andre Yoshivas. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually, you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. All that gives him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Murray now on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Murray. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. An injury stoppage here, and a lot of worried faces on that offense and on that sideline as Kyler Murray is in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that is incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And the cosign with yield, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Hold it ready.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Ready, ready.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has hope? That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Let's go now.
2nd and 10.
Cougar 19.
Now Cunningham. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had that ball down on the very bottom until he was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Here's Cunningham. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. Andre Yoshibas from 17 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field? How about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second and 6. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
19 tight, 19 tight. Warriors, 70. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Dragon, 60.
They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
It's all about teamwork. Big play, big play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Mustang 19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And now the rookie's free. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw is incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
19 light. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Here's is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Cunningham looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Cunningham from the gun. That is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Andre Yoshivas with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are able to add on to that lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point safely through. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Come on.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Extra point attempt to come here. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Bengals
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Rig alert, rig alert.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Cunningham. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. 2nd and a couple. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Cunningham to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Cunningham. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man is Yoshivas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Yoshivas. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. With that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, That's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
17 yards. And a Bengal first down.
Now Cunningham. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jermaine Johnson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now 3rd down and very long. Here's Cunningham. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
79 Broncos.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
And now here's another interception. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play, unable to connect in that attempt.
The throw over the middle taken in. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Will McDonald able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Cunningham's pass. Complete to T. Higgins. A gain of 16 on the play.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw on third down, Cunningham. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The end result, 21 yards. Operating from the gun, Cunningham. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Andre Yoshibas. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Bengals continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Duvernay in motion. This pass out wide to Hall. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's good for a Jets.
19 tight, 19 tight.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Warriors 70. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Ready.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're saying after. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down at the 32-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he will be out of bounds. So a clever idea on the run back, but the field goal unit able to stop him before he could really get going.
Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And they're going to speed things up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Go.
2nd and 6. That's caught by Sims. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Hall. It showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Mustang 19.
They're going to look to throw. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Hall. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They're going for it with the option right. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Still fighting. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 98 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll run the option on third and short yardage. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over. You bragging ignorance. You lack the vision. I'm sacrilegious. I feel my wrath. Did you ever offended my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions? You may have given them credit so they can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance from guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity, no? Being great has ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me.